Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be going over the new set list of Champions Path. Now I know there's a lot of hype surrounding this new set. We're going to break down what cards I'm excited for, what cards might be worth something someday, and if this set is worth investing in right now. Alright, so we are on the website PokeBeach, so we gotta thank them for releasing this about 4 days ago, so I am late to the party. And we're just gonna go through the set list and kind of just give you my opinion on what cards I think I want to collect and what cards other people might collect and what the investability, is that a word? Who knows, of this set is. But first we're gonna start off with this awesome Venusaur V card. Me just being, you know, a Gen 1er, I really like this Venusaur. Any full arts, I mean, technically, is this a full art? I don't think so because of the bottom, but any larger arts or V-style cards of old Pokemon, I'm really excited for, just because I really want to collect all of the Venusaur cards and Blastoise cards, just because I really think they're a cool Pokemon and they are a really good design. Moving on, we actually do have like a random card that I really like, and it's this Beedrill card. I know it's nothing special. It's just a really cool card in my opinion. I really like how they have Beedrill's artwork, and it's just, I don't know, really cool card. Something I'd be interested in getting. Coming up on one of the new cards, the Eldegoss V. I'm not a big fan of this card just because I'm really not the biggest fan of the newest Pokemon. I understand that there's a lot of new people coming into the game and new people surrounding the hobby that may be excited for this card, and this could be a card that you would like to pick up, but personally I'm not going to be trying to hunt for it too much. The next one we want to look at is this Incineroar V, which is actually a really cool card, even though, like I said, not a huge fan of the new art sets or the new Pokemon. I think Incineroar is a really cool Pokemon, and I just think this art style is really cool. I think the artist has done really well on these cards. I know these cards are from Japanese sets, and there's actually a couple cards that haven't appeared in Japanese sets, so that's really rare because Japan usually gets the new cards and then we reprint them. But there's a card that Japan hasn't gotten yet and we're getting for the first time, so it's pretty dang cool. One of the cards that it's just so weird but I'd like to get is this Wailord V. It's just a big old boy. Just one big old boy. Just reminds me of all the Gen 3 playthroughs I've had, and just Wailord just being awesome. I really like the water texture and the water coming out of its spout. I think it's just a really cool card. Nothing really to do with the actual playability of the card, but I think it's just a really cool looking card. One card that I'm not really excited about is the Dreadnought V. I know that was one of the not pre-released, like one of the ones that cards we knew about a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago. It was the Dreadnought VMAX and Alchemy VMAX. I didn't use Dreadnought in my playthrough. I think it's a cool looking card, but honestly, I'd rather get the VMAX version. I think Dreadnought VMAX looks really cool. There's actually a Rainbow Rare version of this, spoiler alert, that we're going to check out later, that I think is a lot cooler, and I just think it's a really awesome card. Two cards that I'm really excited about here are the Gardevoir cards. I know they're not hyper rare or anything, but I just really like the art of Gardevoir, and I really like Gardevoir as a Pokemon. I recently collected the Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir from Hidden Fates. I got all three of those, and I think they're in pretty dang good condition. I'll make sure to show off my new pickups soon in another video, but I really like this card, and I just think it would be a cool one to pull. Now moving on to the Gardevoir VMAX card. I think it's way cooler than the normal Gardevoir. Just the swirl patterns that it has around the Pokemon, I think it's really cool. I just think the artwork is done really well and the colors are very vibrant. I'm just a very, you know, ADHD person. If there's a lot of colors in there, it's just going to be something that I want. Next up, we got a Galarian Cursula V. I never got to use this Pokemon, and I don't really have any feelings about Cursula or Corsola, who's, you know, the original Pokemon, but I think Galarian Cursula is a lot cooler than normal Corsola. I don't have too much opinions on this card, but I mean, I think there's a lot of hype surrounding this set just because of 2 cards. I don't think there's any collectability in really the other cards. Personally, like I said, I'd like to pick up a Venusaur V and a Wailord V and the Gardevoir V and VMAX cards, but really all the other cards, I don't know, not too crazy about. We have an Alchemy V, I believe. Yeah, Alchemy V. Never really was a big fan of this Pokemon, but if that's something you're into, this V card is going to be a really cool card to pick up. I think it's a good looking card. It's just not something that I'm wanting to collect. And then one of the weirdest Pokemon that around, the Alchemy VMAX. I just could not get behind this. Just this big old cake. I understand that there's a lot of weird designs in Pokemon, but this just wasn't one of my favorites. I'm probably a person who's liked a dumb looking Pokemon in the past. That doesn't make sense in a design, but this Alchemy VMAX, it just doesn't bode well with me. Like, it's just not my style, I guess. But let's keep on looking. This hollow Machamp's actually really cool. I saw someone pull it. I think there's already been a couple of Elite Trainer Box openings, and they pulled this hollow Machamp. It's not anything rare, but I just think it would be a cool card to pull. What else? We got Lucario V, which is a really cool looking Pokemon. It has that background in the city, and I just think it's cool. And the art style is a little different. It kind of almost looks like it was painted. Like you can see on the hand, it's kind of shinier on the hand. And I just think it's a really cool art style, and you know, people like Lucario. It's probably not going to do as well as the, what is that, the Rainbow Rare Lucario from Hidden Fates. Was it Rainbow Rare? I think it was shiny. I apologize, the shiny Lucario from Hidden Fates. But I think it's a really cool Lucario card, and I wouldn't mind pulling it. What else we got here? Then we just got, you know, Rockruff, and we got Octolocked, Grapplocked. I don't even know the newest Pokemon, so I'm here, you know, judging all these Pokemon that I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, cool looking card. Never understood why this thing wasn't part water type. I mean, it's in the water, it's an octopus. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Not much at all. But what else we got here? We have a Trubish, who I really like this art for. I know it's not going to be a sought out for a card at all, but I really like the art of this Trubish. I think it's really cute, and like I said, I like a trash bag, but I don't like a cake. So you guys cannot take my opinion seriously, because I think a trash bag looks cute, but I don't like a cake. So remember, this video is just opinion, me just going over the cards and just giving my opinions on it. This Duraludon I think, is actually really cool. I never used it in Sword and Shield, but I thought that this was a really cool card, and wouldn't mind picking one up. I think the kind of explosion effect, like it's landing on something, is really cool, and there's like rocks flying from the sky, and I think it's a really cool card, and you know, wouldn't be too bad if I pulled one. And then the trainer cards, I'm really not a big fan of. We got Hop, we got Kabu, we got Marnie. One of the cards that I'd like to pull, I don't know what set it's from, but there's a Marnie, I believe, full art, and I really thought that was a cool card, and I'd really like to pick that up. We got Pierce, Pokeball, Pokemon Center Lady, Potion, Professor Research, Rotom Bike, Sonia, Team Yell. This is a hot take, but I think Team Yell is one of the worst. I don't even think they're like an enemy team. They're just cheering on. They're just cheering on one of the Pokemon. But now we're moving on into the full arts. Now we got Dreadnought V. Now this is a really cool card. Full arts, you know, are always really good looking. They've just done a really good job. I personally enjoy this card, and I think it would be cool to pick up. And then another big bad boy we got here is the Gardevoir V full art, which, you know me, I want to pull this, of course, just because Gardevoir is an amazing Pokemon, and I really like it. And, you know, I'd rather have this Cursula than the other Cursula, obviously, because it's a full art, and, you know, you can just kind of see a little bit more detail. And I think this pattern on the background of the full art is really cool, and it's just something I'd be interested in. And then Grapplocked, or whatever it is, we got this bad boy. I'll show it off, just in case you guys haven't seen the full arts for any of these. I don't want to be just a guy who picks and chooses what you guys can see, but if you are interested, there should be a link in the description below that will kind of go over you guys can go through this website and check it out yourself. A card that I do not want to pull because I hated Hop. I hated Hop so much. Hop is one of the worst rivals ever. They were so lazy with him. They were so lazy with the animations, and they were just so lazy with I just did not like Hop. Call me a hater. It's a very good looking card. It looks great. I think the art style is great. I think the background is awesome. It almost looks like there's a wave coming over him or like a tornado, but I just don't like Hop. So that's definitely hurting my review of this. Now we're moving on to the big boys. We got the Charizard V Max Rainbow Rare. Now, of course, this picture is tiny. You know, they don't want to give me a nice big picture of a Charizard V Max, but goodness gracious, this is just a awesome looking card. I don't know how the Darkness Ablaze Charizard V Max has done, but I think once this card comes out, I think the value of that card might dip a little bit just because people might want the Rainbow Rare version of it. I don't know anything. Don't believe anything I say. Just an opinion. But I'm glad that this was released. It is on the outside of the Elite Trainer box, and you know, people thought that it was going to be a thing, and it is. And excuse me, that was gross. Moving on to another big Rainbow Rare is the Dreadnought V Max. Now, this is a really cool card, and I would not mind picking this up. Anything Rainbow Rare, I'd be cool with getting. If I pull anything Rainbow Rare, I'm going to be excited. So, pulling this Rainbow Rare V Max Dreadnought would be awesome. Moving on to another full art, which is Rainbow Rare, is the Gardevoir V Max. You guys know my opinions on Gardevoir V Max. That's all I got to say. Just give you a couple seconds to look how beautiful that card is, and we'll move on. We got a Kabu Rainbow Rare, which is actually really cool. I don't have any opinions on Kabu. I think he's a cool gym leader, probably in the middle tier for Gen. Oh my god, what are we in, Gen 8? That's amazing that we're already in Gen 8. Probably middle tier for me. Just an awesome looking card. I really was not a big fan of Piers, but I think this card looks amazing. I think the art style of this is awesome. I think the skull on his like arm, his left hand, anatomically speaking, which would be that side. Hopefully I'm pointing at the right area. Yeah, because my face cam would be up there. Whatever, don't care. But it would be on his left arm. I think it looks really cool. Just the color of his hair and everything. I think they did a really good job with this card and would not mind picking this bad boy up. And then the big papa of the set. I almost said the name in, what language is that? Dracofew. It is the Charizard Shiny. The Charizard V Shiny. This is the card that hasn't been released in Japan yet. And it's pretty crazy that we're getting it first. That just is uncalled for. This is probably the card that I'm most excited about for this set. Not so much the Rainbow Rare Charizard, but this Shiny Charizard. If I can pull it, it would be cool. If I can pick it up for like $100 or something, that would also be cool, but there's no way that this card is going less than $100. I just don't think there's any way. But I think it's a really cool chase card for people to go for. And, you know, that's just crazy to have two Charizards in a set that people are going to want to go for. And then the final card is the Strange Canned Food, which I'm all about weird things. And I love the gold cards. The gold card that I think is really underrated is that gold Rillaboom. I think that Rillaboom looks awesome. I think that's my favorite starter from Gen 8. You guys can fight me about that. I really like Sobble's first form, but the second Inteleon and whatever the second one is, I'm not a big fan of. And I just think Rillaboom is the coolest starter from that. And the gold cards, I just think are really awesome. So Strange Canned Food, you know, I'd love to read the description in English. Oh, I think it's right below. It says heal 80 damage from one of your Pokemon with energy attached to it, then discard the energy attached to that Pokemon you may play. So, okay, that's cool. That's really cool, and it's a cool looking card. The next thing I want to go over is what if the hype around this set is really worth it. Now, obviously, there's two Charizards in this set, so that automatically makes it a scary set, and people are going to want to collect it. But I really don't think there's anything more than that. like, I hate to bring up the one that everyone talks about, but Hidden Fates had so much other cards, like hidden sets, the subsets, like the shiny sets and all that, that really got people excited, and people were always pulling awesome cards, and I just don't see Champions Path becoming like that, just because there are awesome cards in this set, but just not to the level of Hidden Fates. I don't know how the prices are going to be or how much the print runs are going to be, but I think the 2 Charizard cards are going to obviously drive the Elite Trainer boxes up. I personally picked up an Elite Trainer box just because I wanted to do an opening, and I thought might as well. You know, you never know if you're going to get a Charizard or anything like that. But I did pick it up for, I think, $80, which is pretty dang expensive, because normally the Elite Trainer boxes are $49.99. And I pre-ordered mine for $80. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled. And I don't know. Just be careful if you guys want to invest in sealed product, just because Pokemon might they might just print this thing into oblivion, because people are really excited about this. And right now the pre-orders are just absolutely jam-packed, and there's really not much you can do about that right now. But we'll see. We will definitely see in the months to come. What cards are you guys excited about in this set? Make sure to put that in the comment section below. And have you guys picked up any pre-orders yet, like any Elite Trainer boxes or the gym, the gym badge collection? You get those little pins. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got to talk about today. I'm excited for Champions Path to come out. I'm also excited for Vivid Voltage, and we'll talk about that in another video. And yeah, I'll have to make sure to update you guys on my collection. I've picked up a lot of awesome cards, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.